The age-old argument, is day trading gambling? We're going to talk about the reasons that day trading is not gambling in this video. So if you want to join in on this argument, come along, stay tuned. We're going to talk about this idea that gambling is not, that trading is not gambling. Talking about it, just this overall idea, some of the reasons that I believe that day trading is far from. Done my fair share of gambling over the years. I've lost a lot of money gambling. It was fun, but it's always the same outcome. Now with trading, I've actually made money, so that right there alone makes me believe that day trading is not gambling, just that idea alone. Because I've gambled a bunch, I've never been able to make any money. With day trading, I've figured out how to make money. And that leads me to believe that with enough work and enough experience, you can become consistent day trading. Now, there's always going to be that one person who's going to tell you that day trading is simply gambling, that nobody can actually predict the market. And it's not that we're trying to predict how these stocks are going to move, or well, we're sort of trying to predict how they're going to move by looking at patterns, by looking at previous experience, by using different indicators and stuff like that. At the end of the day, we're speculating on the price of stocks. We're not hoping, we're not praying, we're not rolling the dice. We're using previous patterns, previous experience, and just the overall work and the effort that we put into trading to use those tools to speculate on the price of stocks going higher or lower, depending if you're long or short. Now, the word speculating sounds a lot like gambling, and I can understand how the everyday person believes that day trading is gambling. But for me, over the last 2 years, I've seen the patterns, I've seen how these stocks move, and I've been able to use that as my advantage. When I go to a casino and I start rolling the dice, when I start playing roulette and I'm looking for little numbers, there is no edge. The casino is always going to have the edge. If I'm playing roulette, every single time the ball rolls, the odds are reset, the patterns are reset. I've played roulette so many times where I'm sitting there and it's just black, 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 black constantly. And you're telling yourself, well, it's gonna hit red. It's going to hit red, right? And it just keeps hitting black and black and black because every single time that ball rolls, it reset. Now with day trading, if I'm trading a stock, I'm buying at a key area. I'm looking to sell at that next resistance. When I'm gambling, I have no real plan other than hopefully hitting jackpot, right? I'm just hoping to hit the jackpot. It's either make it or break it on every single gamble. Now, with day trading, there's a risk to every single trade, but I'm controlling that risk and I'm tilting the odds in my favor. So if every single trade I lose $100, but every single trade I win, I make $300, $400, $500, I can be a profitable day trader even if I lose 40, 50% of my trades. You don't even need to be right 50% of the time. You just need to make sure that your winners are much greater than your losers. So even if you're wrong 60% of the time, you lose $100 on 60% of your trades, but then you make $300 to $400 on 40% of your trades, you can be profitable. So really, at the end of the day, it's all about controlling risk, having a game plan, and understanding how stocks move. The more time you spend day trading, the more experience you gain, the easier it is to see these patterns, how these stocks are going to move just by looking at the chart. We're using the chart, which has previous price action. We're looking for support, we're looking for resistance, and then we're playing into the idea that the stock is going to repeat patterns. And those patterns repeat over and over and over. And as a day trader, we're trading those patterns consistently. With low float, small cap stocks, even these crazy 300, 400, 5% runners will repeat very similar patterns. We'll see big, massive moves. They'll find the top and they finally start to sell off. And as a day trader, we're just trying to get in, we're trying to get out before the stock crashes back down, or we're trying to get in before it crashes if we're going short. But the thing here is that we're just trading those patterns. We're using a defined risk. We're having a plan before the trade. With gambling, there is no plan other than rolling the dice. Now, there's also the argument that poker is not gambling because there's skill, there's experience, and you can see by looking at the poker tournaments, the same guys get to the end over and over, and that's not because of luck, it's because of skill and experience and putting in the effort and work. Same idea with day trading. There's no way that I could go to the casino and make money 5 days in a row. But when I'm day trading, I'm able to make money 5 days in a row because of the skill, because of the discipline, because of the confidence in myself, and just the experience over the last 2 years. Because at the end of the day trading is going to be emotional, it's going to be experience, and it's going to take just work and effort. Too many people start day trading, they start to gamble, they buy stocks hoping they're going to go higher, but that hoping, that praying is what makes them end up losing money, because there's no room for hoping and praying. If you buy a stock, it starts to crash, you got to get out of it. And that's the big difference between day trading and gambling. When you're gambling, there's no way to get out. Once you roll the dice, the game is over. You're done. Even if you know as soon as you roll the dice you're going to lose, there's no way to turn the trade off. But the big difference here for day trading is the more experience, the more time, the effort that you put into it, the bigger the rewards. Where with gambling, if you sit at the casino all day long and you're just rolling dice, rolling dice, rolling dice, there's no way to build up a pattern recognition to that. Having control over my risk management versus just rolling the dice, hoping and praying, crossing my fingers and hoping that I make some money, gambling. And that's the big difference. There's no way to be consistent as a gambler in a casino, but there's ways to be consistent as a day trader. So right there, it's going to end any argument. Day trading is not gambling when you really put in the effort, when you put in the time and you put in the work to become a better day trader, to learn those patterns, to see these patterns over and over. If you want to become a consistently profitable day trader, you have to put in the time, you have to put in the work. It's not just about sitting on your computer, hitting buttons, buying stocks, selling stocks, and hoping and praying. It's about gaining that experience, having the discipline, and having the confidence in yourself to become a better day trader. The next time somebody tells you that day trading is gambling, just give them the thumbs up, because it's going to be too hard to explain what really goes into becoming a consistently profitable day trader, because they're not going to understand. They're not going to understand that you have to actually work for it. You actually have to put in the effort compared to gambling, which you just show up and roll the dice. Big difference here. Big difference here, people. There's a big difference between gambling and day trading. What do you think? Leave a comment down below. Is day trading gambling, or are you a gambler? Are you a day trader? What do you think? Leave a comment down below. Let's go.